Hey guys, I want to share real quick a huge failure that I made when I first started out as an entrepreneur and buying products in China, sending them to the US for sale. And this was something that I learned a lot of lessons from, and I hope that you guys can learn some lessons too from my mistake and my experience. I was living in China at the time, and I was buying CrossFit products and sending them over to the US. And putting them up on Amazon. Well, one of the products that I bought, I bought 500 units of it. I arranged for it to be shipped directly to Amazon. It was listed on Amazon, and within day one, with 0 reviews, I started getting sales. Lots of sales. They're flowing in, and I was like, man, I just hit like a gold mine. This must be just a product that people overlooked. And I'd done research. I'd looked and said, hey, there's a gap, and I could come in and take some sales of this product. Well, come to find out, I'm going sales day 1, day 2, and day 3 rolls around, and I get a cease and desist letter from a company. And so I research and I look in a little bit more, and the product that I had sourced had a patent on it here in the U.S. And I was just devastated. I had spent all this money and all this time and bringing this product, and I didn't have tons of money to spend at the time on something like that. So in my mind, I'm thinking, gosh, I just wasted $6,000, and I don't know how I'm going to make that up, and I don't have $6,000 to just spend on something like that. And so I was just really sat for a while and didn't want to address the problem. I tried to just ignore it, hoping it would go away. Obviously, that's not a great strategy for dealing with problems, but it was just really hard. I mean, I felt it in my gut. I had a hard time sleeping. It was always on my mind. How am I gonna make up this $6,000 that I just lost when I'm just starting out, and I haven't had a successful product yet. And so, luckily, as time went on, I started recouping. I got in a better mental state and said, hey, you know what, I got to address this. And I was able to, now obviously I was in China, so I was able to go and visit the supplier who lived a few hours away, but I made the trip out there, got a face-to-face visit with them and kind of explained the situation and saying, hey, this is what happened. It was patented. I'm surprised you guys didn't know it was patented, and you're still trying to sell it to U.S. customers. And they did their own research. And luckily, I had a really good supplier that was willing to credit me back for that. So they actually paid me back for the product that they already built and shipped and was sitting in the U.S. I pulled that product out of Amazon's warehouse and sent it to a partner of theirs that they had, who had a small warehouse of their own, who believed that they could sell the product on another channel or at cost or something like that. Somehow they were able to liquidate the product so they could get their money back. And man, I felt so much better. Obviously, I'd been able to get my money back, and I moved on to other products and other business ventures. But that was just a lesson to me of the importance of doing even really in-depth research, having a list of criteria, and making sure that as you're researching and designing product and gonna do a product, that you really kind of cover all your bases and know, is this patented? Because that's a mistake that I made, and in any other situation I would have paid for it dearly. Another lesson learned is, hey, never give up. There's lots of ways around solutions. And I know in the moment you may think, hey, what am I going to do to solve this? I just sourced this product and now I can't sell it. Well, there's just brainstorm, think, talk to other people, talk with your suppliers, your partners, your family. There's lots of ways to solve a problem. In the moment, it seems like it's the end of the world, but know that if you keep at it and you work to be a problem solver, that you can find a solution. So hopefully my mistake is of benefit to you guys, and that you don't go out and make that same mistake.